how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Chicago. Here at the Carbide and Carbon building, one of our favorite Art Deco skyscrapers. How you doing there? And yeah, I'm gonna head home at lunch today. I got my laptop, so I'm going to work from home this afternoon. We got our holiday party tomorrow, and I'm still experimenting with YouTube. I'm using Streamlabs in the vertical aspect. I noticed this morning, I didn't realize it on the YouTube app, that there were some resolution issues. It seemed like when I got to the Gold Coast, it was good resolution at the beginning, and then later in the stream it got bad, and this has been happening. So the same stuff I had problems with the YouTube app a year ago, I'm still having to this day. So we'll see if this, but hey, I can see you there. Say Anita, Krista, Monday. And thanks everybody for tuning in there. We'll give this a try. So I'm gonna walk all the way back to Lincoln Park here at lunch. I'll probably still be walking at 1 o'clock. So we'll give this a try. Let me know any of my people that are part of the lunch bunch there, long-term friends and followers and my moderators. Let me know if there's any resolution issues, because I guess the quality was bad this morning and I didn't realize it. At least now I can see my bit rate a little bit. Here, we'll head across the street here. We're waiting for the light to change here. How you doing? And, yeah, it was when I dropped under the tunnel and then it never recovered. Yeah, I noticed that. Thanks for the feedback there, Monday. And it just, yeah, and so that's why I'm running Streamlabs. I can see I wonder if I can change this. I can see my frame rate. I can't see my bit rate. When I do it in the landscape, I can see my bit rate. Hey, how's it going there? How you doing there? Hey, how's it going there? Yeah, I'm surprised that guy doesn't remember me. I've been walking. After the pandemic, I gave him money, but he's been there for 20 years. That's the spot. I feel like I know the guy. But hey, Anita, Chris Schultz here. How's everybody doing there? Thomas, hey, Poland, thanks for tuning in there. I saw the flag there. See, we're streaming worldwide. So I'm on a little early today because I'm gonna walk home here at lunchtime, but we'll see a few things here. And we got about 36 degrees. We're just above freezing. And I'm still working out the bugs here in YouTube. The good news is I'm able to do shorts and I'm able to live stream on YouTube. I know there's still people streaming on TikTok. They're gonna keep going until, let's see if there's a last minute Hail Mary to save it. Bob, how you doing there? Yeah, time in Poland. Yeah, see, at least I can see the time. When I use Streamlabs, at least I can see the time. And let me make sure I got my Bluetooth turned off and everything here. Let me turn this Wi-Fi off. I think that Wi-Fi, it's not running off the Wi-Fi. I had the Wi-Fi on this phone here. We'll see if it's still going. Yeah. Yeah, so David, you realize that, and I know that this was all part of it, hundreds of thousands of what you would deem illegals were shipped to Chicago purposely by Abbott, the governor of Texas. I went to Texas. I've streamed from Texas. I wasn't critical of Texas, and don't be critical of me because I just happen to live in a state, and New York and Chicago, just like Texas and Florida, we bear the brunt of it. I'm sure you'll probably joke around and somehow make it personal against me, like I'm somehow responsible for it. These issues affect European countries. They affect the United States. They will continue, and we'll see what the new administration does about it. I know that was a big part of this election. And of course, I've been taunted for 2 years. I've walked past the encampments by police stations and north side, south side, west side. And, I consider them people just like you and me. I know you feel like they're stealing your Social Security, but Elon Musk has a greater chance of stealing your Social Security than anybody that steals your Social Security number there. That's just my opinion. You're allowed to have your own opinion there. Let me have an opinion here too. Here's Leela. Here's the nice view of the Chicago River. Here's the Trump building. Here's the Wrigley building. And here's people taking photos here at lunchtime here. Yeah, Santa might be at that. There's a bunch of pop-up shops, indoor market there, Christmas market, holiday market. Here we'll head under the Wrigley building there. Hey, Pete, John James, Dave in Bangor, Maine there. Thanks. And Pete from Hazlet, Michigan. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll go by the Christmas tree. We'll go by the Tribune and the Intercontinental Hotel, the old Medina Athletic. Hey, the Christmas tree's looking nice. We'll get some views of the holiday season here. Yeah, eventually I'll probably head over to Wabash. We'll go by these nice buildings. They look so nice in the vertical aspect here. It's just, that's the one good thing about these streaming in the vertical format as opposed to horizontal. It looks good for the skyscrapers, looking at Michigan Avenue, and it's good for dancing and the human figure. The landscape's good for other things. I'm just seeing if the Streamlab works here. Streamlab works in the vertical format. I wonder, here, I'm going to experiment here. Hey, Sharon, Taco, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Nita, everybody else there. Here, I'm going to rotate this. I just want to see. So it didn't rotate it. Okay, so I was just experimenting there. So I can see my frames per second. I can't see my bit rate, but is the quality of the picture good? We're streaming better than this morning. We'll see if it makes it the whole way. I'm going to walk all the way up to the Lincoln Park Zoo. We're heading home here already during the daytime. I might stream tonight. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And if I do, we'll walk up in the Lakeview or something. We'll mix it up. But hey, look at the YouTube does do some things better. The audio quality is better. And you're seeing small letters on the screen. Is anybody else seeing small letters on the screen? Is it affecting? Is it different than what I streamed this morning? Is it the comments are really small letters, or it's some other letters on the screen there? Yeah, thanks everybody for the good comments there. It's fashionable, yeah. Hey, welcome Chicago, welcome Michigan Avenue. We're heading home here. Lunchtime. It's kind of a weird work week here before next week. A lot of people are taking off. I'm going to take off the whole next week, probably the next 2 weeks. No issues on Bob's end. Good. Thanks for the feedback here. We're trying to, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to meet Dad on Saturday. We'll drive down. I'll drive most of the way. If there's any point where Dad's driving, I might attempt to do some streaming from the car. YouTube's much more forgiving than TikTok. That's riding a bike down the sidewalk. It's awesome. Everybody just does whatever the hell they want. There's hey, we're seeing some let's see the zoom. I do like the zoom better on Streamlabs, so that's another reason to use Streamlabs. So if this works, I might continue, at least in the mornings. In the mornings I'll stream in the vertical aspect. At lunch we might go back to doing the horizontal, and I don't know what I'm going to do in the evening, but we're going to do the premiere, most of our live streaming here. Yeah, it's already evening in Poland there. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's much later in Europe. People tune in from Poland and Greece and France and London. You're always you know, ahead of us in time there. Same when people tune in from Australia and Asia, it's already the next day usually. Usually it's, when I stream at night, it's already the following morning, the next day. Mokina, 60 years, yeah, Mokina, that's great. Nice suburb there. Mokina, Illinois. Yeah. Hey, driving and streaming, that's what Chris does. when Chris is working there, he treats this like a radio station. Bob, there you go. That's why people are like, man, you talk a lot. I'm like, well, some people just listen. And, you know, you've seen this area so many times that you can kind of guess where I'm at. Chris says he only looks if something's like happening. He can tell by my voice if I get excited about something. But hey, thanks everybody for your nice messages to Chris as he's recovering at home there. And we'll continue to head up Michigan Avenue here. We'll go by La Katrina. Yeah. So, yeah, we're crossing Ohio Street, the Under Armour here. We'll go by La Katrina. Streeterville's that way. Yeah, I saw 77 Flavors of Chicago did a nice historical video about Streeter that Darren Monroe and I were talking about. There's a Streeter statue over there. I didn't know. I'm sure he knows about it. He streamed at a different location, but I'm sure he had his reasons here. There's the Flores Mexicanos. Yeah, we showed this last night here. They got the nice Christmas tree. They got the Lele dolls. Feliz Navidad. And then if you spin around here, we got the La Katrina statue. She's looking nice. Everybody's seen that a million times. Hey, we'll keep heading up this way. But yeah, maybe we'll check out some Christmas lights in Lincoln Park and Lakeview. We'll go down some areas I don't have time to walk down usually if I leave from work, or I just choose not to, you know. There, we'll cross back over here. We got 15 seconds here. So, yeah, I want to cross over here because we'll go by the giant Starbucks and then we'll cut over to Erie there. Or we'll cut down Erie towards Wabash. There's where the lorries used to be. I wonder what's going to happen with that. There's the Burberry. Hey, Anita. Been there many times. Yeah, mentally I think I'm done working. There's still some stuff I got to do. I got to go to holiday parties tomorrow. So I still can't be totally checked out there. I got to talk to work colleagues and stuff. I think we're having our holiday party in the West Loop. So I might be over in the West Loop in the evening. I might just get my dinner and get out of there, because if I was still drinking, trust me, I would stay as late as the bar would stay open. Drink as much as I could on the company dime, but that's always dangerous too there, because then you get out of control. Don't want to be the drunk annoying person at the holiday party, which I'm sure I was in my past. We would go to after parties. We'd all hook up, all the young colleagues there, and we would continue the holiday party after we left. The real holiday party would begin after we left the holiday party. But here's the 5 levels of coffee drinking here. The giant Starbucks. Am I zoomed out all the way? I guess I am. Yeah. There's Starbucks. Yeah, taco. Yeah, you know this Starbucks. There's the Nike Town. There's the Cubs team store. Yeah, Starbucks Reserve Roastery. Look at the people sitting up there. Multiple levels. Here's Michigan Avenue. So Taco, are you taking off next week? Are you working this week still, or I know other people are starting to ease into the holidays. We got it all ahead of us here. It's amazing. Hanukkah starts on Christmas evening. That's the first night of Hanukkah. They both fall, Hanukkah and Christmas. The beginning of Hanukkah falls on December 25th this year. It changes when it starts. And then we got New Year's coming up. There's the team store. But hey, I'm glad the resolution's better so far on Streamlabs. Today's your last day? Good. Hey, hopefully you can enjoy your time off there, and you deserve it. I know you work hard. And yeah, I hope you have a good holidays there. Taco jalapeno salsa. Thanks for following me on YouTube. You've been around for a while, both on TikTok and YouTube, as is everybody else. Bob remembers when I was streaming on Instagram when I first got kicked off of TikTok. And that's the positive thing about being banned from TikTok, is it gave me the confidence to realize I could start over from zero. And that's what we were doing here again. Well, we we started over 0 last year. We built up to 3,000, but we're starting to gain more subscribers since I've been, this is going to be my primary vehicle moving forward for streaming, unless somehow there's a Hail Mary to save TikTok. I haven't deleted my TikTok account. We talked about that ad nauseum, but here we'll go past that. Doesn't feel like we were just here. We were here this morning. Hopefully the resolution's clear this time around, so I will use Streamlabs. At least I can see the time there, 12:10. See my battery. Yeah, I know, Lisa. That many people prefer to watch on TikTok. I feel like the choice is being made for us by Congress and TikTok by not coming to an agreement to either sell the American portion or the algorithm. And so there's this game of chicken being going on. TikTok is desperately trying to get the Supreme Court to take up the First Amendment argument they have against banning TikTok. We don't even know if the Supreme Court is going to take it up, and if they do, the decision will probably be in June, which will probably buy more time for TikTok. But if the Supreme Court does not take it up, the only chances for TikTok to last beyond January 19th is if someone buys it, or TikTok sells it, the American portion, or if the new administration somehow, but I don't know, they would legally, I don't know how they can, Congress put it into the law. There's the checks and balances between the executive branch and the legislative branch. Even if the new Trump administration would do an executive order, I have no idea how that would happen. We're in uncharted territory. We're in unprecedented. This is the first time the U.S. government has tried to ban one specific company from doing business in the United States. And it's for security reasons, and the courts are holding it there. Hey, Christopher, how you doing there? Did I get kicked off of TikTok? Okay, Christopher, what's going on with TikTok is, before I went to my North Carolina trip last week, you know how I always post the reruns, and I'm in the creator fund there because I got over 10,000 people there on TikTok, and I joined the creator fund. So I get a little kickback from the ad money, but not that much. TikTok is they're always changing their algorithm. I saw some notices that they're really, probably because they know there's increased government scrutiny on them and their copyrighted material. They're really cracking down on copyrighted material in the reruns. And then within a quick succession after they did that, I got 4 strikes against my account on TikTok for, allegedly, they said I was breaking their rules by posting copyrighted, and most of it was just like music in the background that I was just walking by. And some of them I have no idea. I completely disagree. And if I got one more strike, they would have kicked me out of the creator fund. So you notice I haven't been posting new reruns. I've only been posting year-old reruns on TikTok, and it goes against one of my, I know a lot of people prefer to watch me on TikTok, but from a creator, I don't enjoy live streaming from TikTok for multiple reasons. I'd rather stream from YouTube. And so if we can try to mimic the experience, I did check the box where supposedly you can do GIFs now. I don't know how that works on YouTube. I know people have already sent me super stickers and things like that. I don't want to get into the gamification where I know it got annoying, where all the happy hearts and I had to do all the shout outs and I would miss a galaxy, and my moderators were like, someone gave you a galaxy, I give them a shout out, and I'm like, oh, I missed it, I wasn't looking at the screen. And I don't know if YouTube's gonna do something similar where you could do like a little happy heart or something. Now on Streamlabs, I don't see all that stuff. I see your comments, but I don't see all the stickers and emojis the same way when using the app. I would prefer to use the YouTube app to stream, but we had resolution issues this morning. If you watch the rerun, yeah, people were spot on. When I walked under the LaSalle Street Bridge, we lost our clear stream and it became blurry. And so I'm using Streamlabs now to try to avoid it. But I did an account check with TikTok. My account's in good standing, or so they say. I'm not banned from TikTok. I just haven't been live streaming from it, so that's probably why that rumor is going around. And that's good, because then hopefully people will, if they're really looking for me, will watch here on YouTube. So here's the John Hancock. We went by there last night, so if you want to... Hey, the good news is the landscape live stream last night worked out really well. The resolution's good. But YouTube doesn't push the landscape streams as much as the vertical, because they want to link it up with their shorts. Eat my shorts on YouTube. It's from the grumpy old men. Amber, how you doing there? D. Michael. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Thanks, Christopher. Thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, it's on Hunt Pie people. Oh, yeah, we have so little control. You know, that's the biggest thing I've learned. Everybody's like, oh, this is a first freedom of speech amendment. You're still subject to the terms and conditions of any platform that you choose to stream on, whether it be TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. And corporations are not democracies unless you're a major shareholder, which is like the board of directors, things like that. And they can ban you at any time for any reason per the conditions of their terms and conditions. And you have no recourse legally, you know, and they can exclude you from access to their economic, you know, TikTok shop, or you can be excluded from platforms. And it's not a democracy. You have no rights because they're private corporations, and they're milking us like cows. But we know what's going on, so we'll do the best we can to stay under the radar and use these for positive purposes. That's what I do. I'm not trying to usurp the system. I'm trying to just swim with it. So there, the Drake Hotel. We went inside the Drake Hotel and landscaped there, so if you want to see what the lobby looks like, check out my video from last night on the reruns there. Go to the live tab there in YouTube. But I am doing more shorts. I'll do more shorts, and I'll try to do links from the shorts to the source video. And it's a good way to gain exposure. That's what we're trying to do here. I didn't intend to walk all the way to Michigan. I was going to cut over, but I get talking and I get on autopilot here. So used to milk cows after school. That's good. YouTube videos all show up, and it didn't before. Good. Well, thanks, Sharon. So I'm glad that YouTube is starting to, as long as that's okay with you, I'm glad. Thanks for watching my content. And I know YouTube doesn't have an exact analog to the For You page, but they do, you know, feed content according to their algorithm, which is different than TikTok's. So I'm learning how to work with the YouTube algorithm, which is different. It's like learning a new language almost. But for some reason, and Christopher, let me know if you have any insights on this. I use the YouTube app every 3 mornings in a row now when I walk to work. I notice for some reason, I get, like that first Monday, I got over 200 people in the live. That's the first time I've ever gotten over 200 people, and because I was using the YouTube app. There is some resolution issues, but then I noticed even the recorded rerun, I got 14,000 people watched the video. That's the only other video I got that much was the Bud Billiken parade, and I couldn't even monetize it because there was so many copyrighted music in the parade. You know, DJs were playing copyrighted music, and the dance troops were playing copyrighted music. So I knew there was no way. I'm not going to scrub out all that music. You need to hear the music to see the parade. So I was happy that I got a bunch of exposure from the Bud Billiken parade, but I didn't make any money off of that video, even though it got one of my most successful videos ever on YouTube. And the Bud Billiken parade's a back to school parade they have on the south side of Chicago every year. We filmed it last year, and we filmed it the year before that. Here we're Gold Coast, Chicago, Inner Lakeshore Drive, DeSable Lakeshore Drive's over there. Lake Michigan's over there. But for some reason, those vertical reruns in the mornings, seem to get more traction. So I'm gonna keep going with it. I'm trying to understand how the algorithm works. For some reason, YouTube will push the vertical live streams more than horizontal. Have you found that in your experience? Because I know you film both horizontal and vertical in YouTube. And so I'm picking your brain there. Yeah, Brandon's tuning in there. Thanks for tuning in here. Welcome to YouTube, Brandon. Thanks for watching me. Daco and D. Michael, Anita, everybody else, Lisa. Yeah, most cities have empty storefronts. I know. You know, I was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I filmed some empty storefronts downtown. Raleigh's growing a lot, but it's mainly growing in the suburbs. They're downtown. You know, there was a few people there, but it wasn't like gangbusters. It was middle of the day, even though it's the state capital. You know, we were in Washington, D.C. I went to Georgetown there. You know, there was more people walking around Georgetown than there was the rest of Washington, D.C. These people actually live in Georgetown. That's nice. Hey, Brandon. Yeah, there are really a lot of empty street storefronts on North Michigan Avenue. North Michigan Avenue was a shadow of what it used to be. It started to decline even before the pandemic, and the pandemic really accelerated. Now, further south, the southern end of Michigan Avenue is doing fine. The Nordstrom Mall is okay. 900 North Michigan Mall is doing pretty good. Some of the other malls are completely empty. Water Tower Place is not doing so hot. Some of the suburban malls are not doing so hot. Other malls are doing fine. It just depends. And here, let's head down past this nice Christmas scene here. We'll head down Elm Street here, Gold Coast, Chicago, and get away from the highway noise here. We'll just head through the Gold Coast here. We might head over to Old Town. I'm just walking home from work. I know I always go through these areas, but appreciate it. Hey, we got 70 people tuning in here, so I guess this is working. Hopefully the resolution's clearer than it was this morning. And we'll see how YouTube treats this once it gets to the reruns there. But it's easy to make shorts from the vertical aspect. I've attempted to make shorts from the horizontal, but it looks kind of weird. Hey, look at these nice, beautiful architecture here. Elm Street, Gold Coast, Chicago. Got the garden apartments. This looks really nice at night. We filmed some of this at night. Good, Amber, thanks for the good feedback. So the reason the resolution's better now than it was this morning I was just using the YouTube app. That's why a year ago when I tried the YouTube app, I eventually gave up using it and kept going with TikTok, because the resolution would be good at the beginning, and the longer I streamed, it would eventually get bad. And people would tell me about it in the comments, and I was like, and then I discovered Streamlabs, and then we would do Streamlabs landscape. I thought, you know, having landscape as opposed to vertical, it looks better on the TV screen there. But YouTube doesn't push the landscape videos the same way they push the vertical, just like TikTok. So we're going to try to, since TikTok's coming to a close here, we'll keep going with this YouTube vertical. Hey, we filmed this before. Remember, we got a TikTok rerun of this. Here's the sexy Santa here with the they got a nice statue here. They just throw the Christmas hat on it, and it works with this nice wreath here. Beautiful architecture. Yeah, somebody wrote a comment, and I understand what they're saying. They said, stop talking about politics and just talk about architecture. But that shows you the chilling effects of social media. And I did purposely, as best as I could before the election, not talk about politics, because I know people, my TikTok audience, but the political view spanned the gamut from the left to the right to the center to the politically agnostic. And some people just didn't want to, you know, anytime I would talk about it, we would get all the political yard signs in the comments, and people would start arguing with each other in the comments and personally attacking me. And so I shied away from it, and that's the chilling effects of social media. Even though we all say this promotes free speech, you have to be willing to tolerate people screaming at you in the comments, no matter what your speech is, because you'll find somebody that differs with your opinion no matter what you do. But now, since we're past the election, I'm more emboldened to you know, we got to talk about stuff in the news. We got to talk about stuff that affects your and my life stuff. People ask me political questions in the comments, so I have to respond to them. I don't have to. I pick and choose which ones I respond to. So I told the person, I said, I'm going to talk about whatever the hell I want. If you, with all due respect, if you don't enjoy my content, no hard feelings. You're free to watch something else. You know, I'm going to continue to talk about current events, things that affect politics. I will continue to talk about architecture and history. We talked about a lot of Melungeon history last night and early American colonial history, and I'll continue to do that. I don't expect anyone to agree with my opinions. This is my channel. This is my opinions. If my opinions or political perspective differ from yours, please understand that it's just my personal viewpoint. I understand you have a different viewpoint. Everybody comes at this from a different perspective. Women, men, age differences, ethnicity, cultural heritage, you know, and we'll do the best we can to keep it going. I respect other people's opinions, and you can state them in the comments, and I'll let you know if I disagree, and I'll tell you why, respectfully. I'll try not to personally attack people but as soon as people start personally attacking me, I reserve the right to personally attack them back in the comments, because this is my channel, and you know, if you come up in the middle of the street and slap me in the face, I'm gonna stand my ground and demand say don't do that again, and not back down. And hey, we got a giant rat. Let's go by this giant rat. So Chicago still has a stronger than most cities, a union, strong union labor movement here, and every once in a while you'll see in front of a condo or a hotel or some business establishment, you'll see this giant rat, and it's whatever union. Maybe it's the this looks like a, I don't know what union, but maybe we'll see the guys here. There's actually some union members standing there. They're going on strike, so we'll walk by the giant rat here, and maybe I'll just film it from across the street here, so I won't have to. Well, I don't mind. I'm just, you know, it's my right, First Amendment right, to just walk down the street here. I'll try not to engage unless they engage with me. They'll be like, what are you doing? Stop filming. Here, we'll cross here. We're at State Street looking down towards Rush. And this is crossing Division here. So here we're heading up State Street. We'll go past the giant rat here. And we'll see if there's got any information we can tell what's going on here. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks for tuning in there. D. Michael, 60 degrees, Mojave. Yeah, thanks for tuning in there. Happy holidays. Yeah, good vibes there. We'll try to keep the good vibes going. Happy holidays here. So here, look at that. They got you're on strike here, so I support labor movement. How you doing here? So here's their freight too. Hey, how you doing here? Hey, how you doing here? Oh, thank you so much. There, support Chicago working families.
Yes.
Good, thank you.
Just scan the QR code.
Yeah.
Man, just send a message right to the email, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you, thank you. I'm explaining to people what's going on. We got a strong labor movement here in Chicago. Every time we see these rats, I tell people what's going on here. This is on YouTube. Thank you so much. Thanks for the information here. So here, yeah, you got the giant rat. Here it is. You got 1220 North State owners. Yeah, and that's the message there. It's a union buster. So here we'll support the workers here. Do we want to film this here? There it is there. And yeah, Lisa the Dunes. Thanks so much for chasing me down yesterday. I have social anxieties and phobias I got to get over. You think as a grown man I'd be over it? I'm always worried. I saw you waving to me in the plaza there, and I was trying to get into that where you met me inside there in the Equitable building. We went inside that holiday market pop-up shop. Thanks for coming and chasing me down and saying hello. It was so nice to put a face with the name there, Lisa the Dunes there on TikTok. But thanks for following me on YouTube, and you understand why we're doing this. But here, support Chicago working families. Left without jobs and at risk of losing housing during the holiday season. So maybe we'll clip that out and put that in a short there. So here, welcome to the Gold Coast, Chicago. Welcome to State Street. And Yeah, you're not often in that area around lunch. Well, hey, thanks for saying hello there, Lisa, and hope you had a good lunch there yesterday. And Santa might have been in there today. I talked to somebody after I talked to you inside there. They said they were just running that this week. It's, you know, they have Christmas pop-up shops all throughout the city. But hey, Lisa, the dune's there. So here, let me fold up this piece of paper. There, $52 you can park overnight here. Staying at the Ambassador Hotel. That used to be the pump room, now they call it the Ambassador Room here. We're Goethe. So, let's see. Yeah, I want to go to the zoo, so I'll go this way. We go to Old Town enough. Jimmy Fallon. Ronnie Grass, how you doing there? Now, I'm not as funny as Jimmy Fallon, but we'll try. We'll try to keep you entertained. How's everybody doing here? Welcome to Chicago. 36 degrees. We got a little wind here on State Street, but it's not too bad. Yeah, this is nice condo housing. There's a Marion Strokirk, the beautician there, the beauty salon there. And there's the old pump room. A lot of famous names used to come through there. Now it's called the Ambassador Room, just like the Drake Hotel, the Golden Rooster there, restaurant, COQDOR. It's hard for me to say without sounding dirty. I don't want to say a dirty word before we walk by the original Playboy Mansion here on State Street. Look at this Art Moderne. There's this little Art Moderne hidden here. See the glass block? Of course, just south of here is the Rabori. He was the architect. He did an Art Moderne that's on the historic register. That's right down there. We passed before I filmed The Rat. See that curved glass block? That's Art Moderne. This is infill here. They built this. I remember before they built this, it took them a long time to get the permit, and there was a bunch of garbage piled up here because they were trying to shame the city for not allowing the permit to go through to build the new construction. Here's the original Playboy Mansion here. Hugh Hefner bought this in 1959 and lived here all through the 1960s when Playboy continued to have their publishing offices in the Palmolive building, the Playboy Palmolive building on Michigan Avenue. You just went by it. But eventually he moved out to Beverly Hills, we all know that. And they have since sold this off into condos. You can live in it now. And original Playboy Mansion here on State Street. Hey, Lambie T, how you doing there? Michigan, 37 in Hazlitt. Yeah, you got the same weather. Did you guys get any snow? We still have yet to get any significant snow that actually sticks around. With a few days we got some snow, but it would be melted by the end of the day. And there really hasn't been hardly any snow at all, except in the Indiana, Michigan lake effect, which typically they get more snow anyway down that way. Yeah, Manisha, how you doing there? Am I saying your name right? Manisha. Thanks for tuning in there. Yeah, Lambie T. See, everybody knows each other on the Lunch Bunch here, and we welcome new people. Thanks for tuning in here. I'm normally a live streamer on TikTok. Now that we got the TikTok ban, I'm really switching a lot of my streaming to YouTube. We've been experimenting with the YouTube app, which is nice, but then we've had resolution issues, so I'm using Streamlabs, which is it floats on top of YouTube. And I like it because I can see the time, but I can't see my bit rate unless I film in landscape. I forgot about that. I can see maybe I'll work on changing how it displays there. Maybe if I click on this, yeah, it doesn't expand it. Yeah, Krista. There's Santa in the window. Yeah, they got all the cute stuff here. They got the little Santas. They got the dog. They got the dog with the gift there. And then you got the nice dinosaurs. These look nice at night. They got the Santa hat. You got the little happy dinosaurs there celebrating Christmas. And look, we got a giant reindeer. We got a giant reindeer. Yeah. So look, these beautiful Victorian / Queen Anne style houses and the beautiful stone facade here. Nice porch here. This is on State Street. Look at that detail. See, I'm talking about architecture. See, there you go. Maybe smile. I can politicize this. Here's, yeah, look at this amazing housing here on State Street. We're north of Schiller. We're heading up towards Burton, and here's the Webster House. You've seen that 80s sitcom, Emmanuel Lewis there. George Pappas, which was the, what did he play for the Bears? I know he played for NFL. He was Mungo in Blazing Saddles, you know, and he was married to the nice woman with the short red hair there in the Webster TV show in the 80s. Yeah, across the way we got these nice, beautiful, vintage residential mansions here. Yeah, nice day, Dave. How you doing there? Yeah, nice Christmas decorations even in the median here. They decorate the little pine trees here. Walking the dog. 84. See, look, we're even on Streamlabs. This is what I want to see since the resolution's better. I noticed we weren't getting as many people in the live this morning, and it was because the resolution was bad. So I couldn't see in my screen. It looked fine. It wasn't until I saw the recording I saw what you guys saw, and it was pretty bad. So thanks for the good feedback. Hopefully it's streaming okay. Yeah, here's this. Yeah, we'll head over a block here. I think Schmidt is the architect. This is an early move towards prairie style architecture, modernism. It's very blocky. The Graham Foundation owns this now, and I think you can actually go on the inside if you schedule with the Graham Foundation. They got displays, galleries, and bookshops in there. This is not a private residence. You see how they got like a bookstore and a gift shop there, and they Chicago landmark, the Albert F. Madler House. Richard E. Schmidt was the architect, 1902. Prairie Schools of Architecture, Massing, Renaissance Palace. Yes, it's thoroughly a modern design. And you see how they stripped it down. And they were trying to, with Frank Lloyd Wright, Richard Schmidt was trying to move towards an American style. And look at all the architectural stuff they got in the courtyard. We were able to go there in the July when they had the Dearborn Garden Walk. They opened that up, and we got some footage on that. I'm transferring some of the TikTok content. I'm not transferring it. I'm copying it over to Instagram, so it'll be archived there, because I didn't want to do all that work for nothing. Think of all the countless hours and content that's on TikTok. What a hole that's going to be in society. And maybe some people think it's a good thing because it's the vast wasteland of viral dances and meaningless entertainment. But yeah, we'll head up here. Hey, look at this spiral staircase they got in the front there. Use that as a fire escape. Yeah, welcome back, Christopher Dotson. Say, Christopher, thanks for coming back. Yeah, I wonder if you noticed in your experience. I know you stream on YouTube a lot as well. Please follow Christopher Dotson there on YouTube. Streams from New York area, New York City area. If I do a video in landscape, it seems like TikTok doesn't distribute the same way if it's in portrait, and I know portrait works with their shorts. I noticed a few of my live stream recordings that I filmed in the vertical aspect, they got an amazing amount of views in the reruns, like 14,000, which never happened before except for the Bud Billiken parade. And I wonder if it's, that's why I'm filming in portrait instead of landscape now. I want to see if TikTok pushes this rerun more than, because I had some wonderful footage last night of the Christmas lights on Michigan Avenue and Oak Street, and since it was in landscape, it's just sitting there and like no one's able to see it. But if I would have filmed it in portrait, it seems like it takes off. I wonder if you ran into that similar thing. You see how TikTok treats vertical filmed lives instead of horizontal. Yeah, I'm still working on Streamlabs. There's some limitations with Streamlabs. I know there's a paid version of Streamlabs, and I use the free version. Christopher Dotson uses a different third-party platform, and I might look more into that. I talked to Christopher Dotson about what he uses for his YouTube streaming. Oh, you're talking about that control panel. Okay, good. Now I see that. So yeah, let's see if we can get that off of there. I was able to get it off. Let's see if we can get that off here. I didn't notice that was on there. Thanks for letting me know there. Let's see here. I think there's a way for me to minimize it, and I'll work on it. Yeah, it's the control panel there. And we'll see if it shows up in the recordings or not. I didn't know you guys could see that. I only thought I could see it on my end. You know, see, we're still working out the bugs. So yeah, there's some of the kids from the Latin school. They get out at recess and they actually use Lincoln Park, and some of the preschools do as well. All we are is another brick in the wall. That's good Pink Floyd quote. Yeah, let me see if I can hide this thing. Let's see if I can, hold on a second here. So let's see if we can, I click on it, there, you saw me for a second. Skip alert. Let's see, I'm trying to disconnect protection, themes, upgrade. Let's see, themes. Okay, good. So that's the theme I'm using. I can change my theme. Let's see if I can change to a theme that doesn't have that in the, I don't know why they got that there. Let's see if I can customize my theme. So disconnect protection. I don't know what that is. You won't go offline and lose all your precious viewers. Yeah, we won't worry about that. Scenes. Create a new scene here. Okay, let's try this. There we go. Let's try this. Create new portrait scene. Let's see. Test. 1. There. Create new scene here. Good. So let's see here. Save. Save and proceed. Okay, good. So there we go. So now we're that way. Let's see, front camera. Let's see if we can flip it around here. Front camera. Show on stream. There we go. Save. Good. So let's see if we can flip this around here. Flip it around. Good. Let's go this way. So let's flip it around here. So now I see the comments over there. Can you see the comments on the screen? Do you like that better that way? Let's see if we can make changes. There they went away. So let's try this for a while. Let's try this. Now let's see if I turn the comments. Okay, good. Now I can see the comments. Good. Is that better? Good. Thanks for letting me know. See, so I'm trying to work out the bugs. My New Year's resolution is we'll see how much we can expand our audience on YouTube in 2025, because TikTok's so unreliable. Hey, look at this squirrel. So hey, welcome to Chicago, welcome to Lincoln Park. We're gonna head up to the Lincoln Park Zoo. We'll be able to walk through it during lunchtime here. We got 12:44. Thanks for coming with me. The wind's picking up a little bit. I will go quiet. We'll go under. There's some unhoused people. I actually saw them this morning. They were Both of them were outside in the front of their place there. But hey, I saw a snow flurry. Let's see. I'm gonna go quiet here. I'll walk under this underpass. This is where we lost the resolution this morning. Yeah, see, I'm not the only person doing it. She was doing some FaceTime there, and you can hear the conversation here. Hey, welcome to Lincoln Park. Welcome to Chicago. Yeah, we just walked under the LaSalle Street Bridge there. Connects over to Stockton and Clark Street that way. Lakeshore Drive's over that way. Here's the Ben Franklin statue. Hey, there's some dogs. Let's go. There's some people gather in the park to let their dogs off the leash and be social, and we'll see the dogs running around here in this big lawn. It's always fun to see. Maybe they'll come up to me and say hello. There's Ben Franklin statue in Lincoln Park. They were going to name a state after him, but it didn't go through. The east part of Tennessee was going to be the state of Franklin. It didn't last. It was under the Articles of Confederation. They said, no, wait till we have the Constitution. And then when they had the Constitution, they said, well, let's make it bigger. Let's make it Tennessee. They said, what did Arkansas? The same thing Tennessee. What did Tennessee? The same thing Arkansas. I said it wrong. There, Lincoln Park. Yeah, Manisha, how you doing there? Doing good? Yeah, hola. Everybody's glad Taco's back. Everybody's like, where's Taco? Where's Taco Jalapeno Salsa? Thanks for tuning in here, and everybody else. Hopeful and blessed. Yeah. Good. So we found out, we learned something new. We found how to get that little thing off the screen there. It wasn't on the screen when I was filming in landscape, but it's probably because I don't film that much in portrait with Streamlabs, but we're going to try it now. Yeah, how's Scott doing? Yeah, thanks Anita for checking in there. I know Scott. Is that the same Scott that lives in North Carolina there? We got several Scotts. We got several Chris's. We got several Mikes. And look at all the dogs chasing the balls there. Let's zoom in here. See if we can catch them there. So now I can't zoom in. Isn't that interesting that? Why can't I zoom in? See, look, it flipped around the screen there. I wonder why it did that. So we're still working out the bugs in Streamlabs. I was able to zoom in. Now I'm not able to zoom in, but we'll just keep on streaming here. Hey, here's all the nice dogs here. So here, we'll keep going here. I don't want to freak out the owners, because I don't care whether these dogs are on leashes or not. And yeah, no, I'm just on YouTube. I'm just walking through here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. How's it going there? How you doing there?
When he gets older, I want to get him one of those electric bikes with like a cart on the side.
That's awesome.
Alright, you ready to go?
Yeah, see there. I didn't mean to break them up and freak them out. I know people see people film stuff. They think I'm like working for the city and going to report people. I don't care if people are on a leash or not. I wonder why I can't zoom in here. Let's see if we can fix this. So, how did I do this before? Scenes. Okay, good. Back camera. Chat. That's what we got. Default. So I'll work on this some other time. Just for whatever reason, I can't. There, I can zoom in and out. Good. So it was locked. I don't want it locked. I want to be able to zoom in and out. So hey, we're making progress here. So there we go. Great Scott. Dog party. See, they were having a good time, and then I walked by with the camera and they got freaked out that the dogs weren't on a leash. I'm like, I don't care if your dogs are on a leash. And then they didn't even talk back to me. They act like I wasn't a person. And that's what I'm used to, urban alienation. They're like, get the guy with the camera. What's that? So there's something on the bottom of the screen there. I can't get it off. But here, we'll work this out. It's kind of blocking some of my comments here. There's always just like one lingering thing that bugs you about this app. Oops. There we go. Hey Anita, how's it going there? So now we're down to the South Pond. There's the farm and the zoo. Yeah, here's the bat house there, the bat habitat. Are the bats good to have around? Of course. Look how they cleared out this brush here. Wonder what happened there. We'll see if we see the beavers. We have seen beavers here. There's open water. But I haven't seen them since that day we saw them about a month ago. Yeah, Anita. Yeah, I know it's hard to learn a new platform. I know my great moderators and friends, you know, just number one, you know, I understand why everybody, including me, we were resisting making the switch from TikTok until we got some clarity on the ban, because, you know, I've always had YouTube as my backup, because we know that I can lose access to my TikTok and be banned or suspended, and it happened to other live streamers and things like that. And but, you know, TikTok was great because it got everybody conditioned to using the For You page. And I found in my 2 years of streaming on TikTok, I found 99% of all my content was consumed from the For You page. People do not, it's just how it ended up. People do not check out the reruns from your page. It's just not how they do it. It's hard to find stuff on TikTok. If you search for stuff, it doesn't pop up. Even if you try to search for people, it's really hard to find things. So we've all been conditioned just to have our content served up to us on the For You page. Well, what's going to happen if TikTok goes away, you know? And some people on TikTok, they don't like how YouTube works on their phone or how the notifications work. The notifications seem to work better on YouTube than TikTok. TikTok was always horrible about notifications. Like, notifications would work and they would suddenly stop working. Yeah, dogs walking their owners on a leash, dragging them along. Yeah, it's splitting snow flurries. Even though it's 36 degrees, it's above freezing. The air temperature must be cold enough. It's little snow flurries are spitting. But there's where we saw the beavers were trying to make a lodge there. There's some rocks here, but I haven't seen the beavers, and it doesn't look like. And of course, the park district really doesn't want the beavers to get established here because they gnaw at the trees, and the park district doesn't like it. So I don't know what happened if they moved them to a different area. See, look, here's evidence of this looks like a beaver lodge. Does this look like a beaver lodge? Even with that mud and stuff. And it looks like they got a way to get in there. And they got a bunch of branches and sticks. Where's the beavers? Yeah, it looks like they could swim right in there. That's a good. If I was a beaver, that would be my house. There, you make it snug as a bug through the winter. Look at the nice skyline view here. This is the South Pond, Lincoln Park, Chicago. There's the Grant statue. There's the Genie Gang Pavilion, People's Gas Education Pavilion. Hey, we'll head over to the zoo, and it'll be so nice just to walk through the zoo when it's open, because it's free. And yeah, another TikTok. Yeah, I got moderators on YouTube. Oh, that comment. Yeah, what a nice, intelligent comment there. Yeah, you don't even like make a statement. You just like wanted to curse there, say a dirty word. Hey, look at this. Always looks like fish. They're actually, it's just like all the wildlife you see here at the nature boardwalk here. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, thanks everybody there. Thanks for helping out there. And yeah, we got enough critical mass that at the very least, even if, you know, there's no one able to bounce the person out, we can all do a massive attack and see if the person has any scruples. Some people just want to throw a firebomb at everything and tear everything down. Hey Lorraine, that's okay. You're just in time. You're lucky for you. You know, here, look at the skyline of Chicago. Here's the South Pond. I'm going to walk through the zoo because I'm heading back to my house. I'm going to work from my home this afternoon and do some laundry and stuff and start to get ready for traveling to Texas this weekend so we can ease into the holiday party week next week. I got my holiday party tomorrow, and so I got to head back into the office tomorrow, but that's okay. Here's the Cafe Bar. Got open water. The pond's trying to freeze over. There's a thin layer of ice there. Hey, thanks Annette. Thanks for the little hot chocolate, turquoise hot chocolate thing. Streamlabs is funny. I can't see the actual emoji or sticker that you sent, but it gives me a written description of it, and it says pillow turquoise hot chocolate like several times. So I think you gave me a bunch of hot chocolates. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. I would stream from the YouTube app, but we've been having those resolution issues, so at least the resolution's better here. We found out I'll get the words off the screen. There's Cafe Bra. Remember they had that fire about a month ago? You Should Eat had a lot of good videos about it. They actually, some people we know that live in these buildings over there, they actually captured some of the footage at night, 4:30 in the morning, when those propane tanks exploded. Looks like they got the tarp all fixed up there. Thankfully, it was in a building adjacent to it, so there was some damage, but it didn't destroy this historic structure here. Over 100 years old, 125 years old. Yeah, Taco, Lorraine, D. Michael. Hey, you're coming to Chicago on Friday night. That's great. Hey, check out the nice weekend there. You can check out the holiday lights, Kris Kringle, and hopefully see some people you know in Chicago. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, look at this nice view. We get to the skyline. See if I can zoom in here. Yeah, I can zoom in. I can zoom in even with the comments. This is nice. So I'm going to try to save this setting. This is the setting I want to use. Yeah, welcome to the empty city. Remember, all of 2023, we were still closer to the pandemic. I said, welcome to the empty city. We would film Michigan Avenue. There was no people. It is wintertime. I'm okay with it. This works for me. You know, I didn't realize, I've lived in Chicago for 26 years. I didn't realize it was this empty until other people view it. You know, you can spread out more here. It's not as crowded as New York. It can be at times. You know, we were on Michigan Avenue. It was much more crowded. We're up here at Lincoln Park. So welcome to Lincoln Park Zoo. I got a bunch of footage on TikTok of this at the night with the lights, the zoo lights. It's pretty much, they didn't even have them on last night. The Tuesday nights, I guess, they take a break. Monday night was the free night. And there you can see the skyline off in the distance there. There's probably not going to be many animals out in the wintertime. And it's just easy for me. This is the fastest way. I used to always walk through the zoo before the pandemic, but now they close it down earlier and they don't open it earlier as early in the morning. I used to be able to walk through even early in the morning because they were cleaning out the garbage. It was always a peaceful time to walk through the zoo there. Hey Mia, how you doing there? Yeah. Thanks for tuning in there. Welcome to Lincoln Park Zoo. Yeah, let's go up to this overlook here. We got 12:59. Hey, the Fed's gonna see how Fed lower interest rates there, and then they'll be on hold all next year, and then it'll set up a high stakes political battle between Jerome Powell and Donald Trump. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Trump fires Jerome Powell. He says he's not going to do it, and Jerome Powell says legally he can't. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe we won't. Maybe you will reappoint him for another third term. There's yeah, you can take a photo. That's what this is. It lights up at night. It's like you're in Cinderella's pumpkin there or something. You can take a picture at night with the zoo lights. And this is the main place. We got footage at night where this is all timed to music and stuff. That's okay, Mia. It's hard. I know. I'm trying to get back into my normal live streaming schedule. Next week I'll be traveling, so I think most people will be probably traveling for the holidays somewhere. And but once we get back to January, I'll go back to, you know, unless TikTok somehow is saved, we'll do majority of our live streaming on YouTube, and we'll do morning, noon, and night, just like we've been doing. But we'll do it all on YouTube. I'll even stream in the morning on YouTube when I walk into work. We'll do the lunch thing, and then we'll do walking home. But we'll do it mainly on YouTube because we don't know what's happening with TikTok. It doesn't look good for the long term. Yeah, thanks for hitting the like button there. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. There's a reptile. That's the Light Lounge. Light Lounge is nice for the kids. They got a lot of interactive seesaws and teeter-totters and light boxes they can move around. These moon swings you can hang in. It's over there under that shelter south of the reptile house there. You call it the Light Lounge there. If you go, it costs $10 to go to the zoo lights now. It'll be probably pretty packed between now and December 24th. I think the zoo's only closed on Christmas, New Year's, and like one other day. Yeah, we'll show you some beach videos. Even in the wintertime, we'll go out to that beach in the wintertime when the lake starts to freeze over, and I'll show you what a polar Arctic experience it is. Hey, look at the Santa there, saluting you. Hello, Santa, how you doing there? Yeah. And there's the snow leopard. I don't see it, but that's the habitat. Here's the lion house. And the seals are over here, Lincoln Park Zoo. Pepper Family Wildlife Center. Yeah, it's pretty empty here. That's okay with me though. See, Chicago has an amazing capacity. We could easily take 1 million more people, and I know it would cause the price of housing to go up, but we got so many empty lots in Inglewood and West Side, and there's even developable lots on the North Side that we could easily, we got infrastructure capacity. And then at the same time, look at those lions, look at that lion over there. So yeah, let's see if we can go over there. Let's see if we can check out this lion while we're here. See, they got a stage there. They usually do ice sculptures. The seals are over there. There's the gift shop. There's a nice, I got videos. You go on top of the gift shop there, and there's you can roast marshmallows on an open fire, and they got nice lights there, and you can overlook all the zoo lights if you come here at night. Yeah, let's see if we can get some footage of the lions here, so at least we'll see one animal. The flamingos were not out. You see the flamingo. There's the lion sitting there. Lion's on the rock. It'll look nice once we go inside here. And if you come back at night, this is where Santa, we got a rerun on TikTok where Santa's in here at night. I doubt he's here now. Here, let's check out the lions here. Here's the lion house in Lincoln Park Zoo. Yeah, there's a lion. Look at that. Sitting on the Pride Rock there. The Feds cut interest rates. I knew they would. Is the market going up? Look at that lion there. Wow.
It's hard to believe that it got that big in only 3 years.
That's 3 years old? Wow. That's amazing. I know they had like 3 young ones last year, right? And
This is one of them.
that's one of them. That's amazing. Yeah, look how large they got. I think we lost one of them, right? Yeah. What happened? It just.
His insides were not formed correctly. And they did one operation, and he did fine with that, but on the second one, they said, no,
Really?
we don't want to put him through that again.
Yeah, I know they put him down. That's a shame. At least I got some good footage of them all romping around when they were kids, you know, or younger.
But he's a good brother to the other
Yeah,
two,
that's
so-
great. That's a nice family.
He's up there on the rock,
Yeah.
sort of looking out for him.
I'm gonna go over there and try to get it. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'm filming on YouTube right now. There's people watching too. So yeah, look at that. They're going up the stairs. Thanks for giving us the information there. Yeah. Have a great day. Thanks for talking. It's good here. So here we'll go around here and look at the tree here. So here, closed for a private event. Huh, I wonder what's going on here. How you doing? Oh, the lions went over there. So they went to the other side. So Gina, what does that have to do with lions? Here I am filming the lions, and you're talking about something that has nothing to do with it. Here, look, oh, they're all sleeping there. Look at that. Here, let's go over to this window over here. Oh yeah, that was a nice woman. I think I appreciate you talking to me. I wanted to make sure she knew I was streaming here. Oh, they're all sleeping. Look, they're all sleeping here. So in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
I hadn't intended, but then when I saw that was an option, I'm like, what do you cats do?
How often can you get this close to a sleeping lion? I'm glad this glass is here. So here, welcome to Lincoln Park Zoo. We're in the Cover Lion House here. We got 4 lions taking a nap here, taking a nice siesta in the middle of the day here. We're just past 1 o'clock. And yeah, they got a private event going on there. They're having their own holiday party there. Hey, look at the lions here. Yeah, it's a nice zoo. Look at that. So I'm sure people know that, you know, Chicago does have a lot of migrants. It's mainly because Texas, to bring attention to the issue, made a decision 2-3 years ago, Governor Abbott, to bus them up to New York and Chicago. And it was purposely to create the frustration that you're talking about, and then so they could blame the sanctuary cities of Chicago, New York for the problem, when it actually, Texas is part of the problem too. And so Texas, Illinois, New York, it seems like I'm hearing stories with the new administration that Texas is enacting a bunch of laws to really crack down on immigration and migration. They're even going to do DNA testing so they can test, like, what are they going to do? Test future generations, you know? And so, you know, we just had an election. Something's going to change. You know, here I am filming lions, and people, you know, got to hijack the conversation to selfishly talk about whatever they want to talk about. I know I touch on political issues sometimes. Here I'm forced to talk about politics because someone brought it up in the comments, and then I'll get an angry email. They'll be like, "Stop talking about politics. Go back to architecture," because people want to limit my speech, and they want to, you know, not hear what I have to say. And thanks to everybody else in the comments there for expressing your opinion. You know, I let people express their opinion. I don't think people should get booted out of the chat for expressing their honest political opinions or viewpoints. If you just do a political yard sign, yes, we will boot you because that's stupid. That does nothing, you know, just to say like Trump 2024 or Trump 2028. That does nothing to have a debate. You can't debate that. That's just a slogan. Or I would boot people if they said Harris 2024. I wouldn't want that in my chat either, because it's just stupid. It just dumbs everything down, and it gets me, people tune in and like, why is this guy so angry? It's because we're limited by the common denominator of America is still divided. All this talk about the new administration that has a mandate, it's not true, because we're still divided. We will be divided. We will be divided even after Trumpism. We will still be divided in this nation. And Trump is just a symptom, not the cause. Or Harris, or wokeism. It's all a symptom, not the cause. The cause is the history of America, that we're still dealing with the sins of our past, that go into the sins of the future, debating what this nation means. We had the Statue of Liberty. Now we realize it's a myth. We might as well tear down the Statue of Liberty. We're going to go to a nation that doesn't welcome immigrants. And they'll welcome immigrants if you pay them money. If you pay money, you'll go right to the front of the line. So we'll allow immigrants that are billionaires. We allow foreign nationals to invest in our real estate that drives up the price of, talk to people who live in Manhattan. A lot of people, foreign billionaires, have bought up Manhattan real estate and raised the price. Same with BlackRock. BlackRock has done it too. We all like our 401k to go up, but it causes the price of housing to go up, because Vanguard and BlackRock, who own index large portions of the market, have gotten to the housing because they've ran out of things to buy. They own everything else. And it benefits if you own capital, but if you don't, good luck. Your rents will just go up, or your price of housing and your cost of taxes on your increased real estate. But hey, thanks for checking out the lions there at the Lincoln Park Zoo. And we'll continue walking through here. We'll go over by the Schiller statue here, and we'll walk up towards the conservatory here. Yeah, isn't it nice just walking through the park here? I'm so fortunate that I can just twice a day walk through all these beautiful areas, and it works for me. I don't expect it to work for you, you know, just because I'm not trying to say this place is better than anybody else. It's not. Chicago has a lot of problems, I admit it, and I'm just fortunate. I barely make enough money to afford a small one-bedroom apartment on the north side of Chicago, with all its gentrification, housing, expensive issues, and racism. Some people hate my guts just because of where I live. Isn't that amazing? They say, get out of Lincoln Park, you damn yuppie. Who do you think you are? You think you can hobnob with these millionaires and trillionaires? We're the party of Elon Musk. We're against elites unless they're Elon Musk. But Elon Musk is an elite, and whatever he says we're okay with. But all the other elites, we don't like them. I'm joking. Hey, look at this nice fountain here. Hey, thanks, Sharon. Yeah, thanks, Alberto. John James. Thanks for checking out the zoo and the lions. And yeah, thanks, Taco. Yeah, no one's against if anybody, U.S. citizens or migrants, are committing crimes. Yes, they should concentrate on those. If people are here illegally, they should be deported as per the law. The government, it costs money to enforce the law. We'll see where the Trump administration comes up with the funds to enforce the immigration laws, because it's going to cost billions and trillions of dollars to this massive operation. If they're truly, you know, want to extricate millions of people from America, it takes resources, and the resources come from somewhere else. They're either going to cut grandma's Social Security to do it, or they're going to it's going to go on the national debt. So here yet again, I know the national debt went up a lot under the Biden administration, far too much as it should. And it went up under the Obama administration, but it also went up under the first Trump administration. Trump did nothing to fix the deficit problem, even though he said he would. And I don't really think it's gonna be hard to do it this time too, because so much of our economy is dependent on government expenditure and debt. We learned that during the pandemic. Why did the stock market recover so quickly? So much money was printed, and low interest rates, and stimulus, and PPP and Paycheck Protection Program. Checks came in the mail. Easy living. Money for nothing, chicks for free, just like Dire Straits. Bitcoin went to the moon. Cryptocurrency, everybody was rich. And then everybody complained about inflation. It took a cruise. But hey, we'll go by the Billy Shakespeare here. We'll take a peek inside the Belton Stratford here. It's such a beautiful restored lobby, and then we'll end the live there. Thanks for tuning in here on a nice Wednesday afternoon. Thanks for checking out the zoo there and the lions. I didn't mean to go down a political rabbit hole. I was just responding, having a nice conversation there with somebody that brought up some interesting points in the comments. I respect people's, I don't expect your opinions to agree with mine. There's a lot of smart people that have different opinions than me. My perspective's different than yours. We tolerate each other, and I learn stuff from people that have opposing viewpoints. It's good to have the discussion sometimes. It's hard to do it on social media sometimes. So positive, negatives, everything. We'll continue to cruise through here. We're here at the Belton Stratford. This was built in 1921. It's on the National Historic Register. This French Renaissance Revival, Beaux-Arts, has like Second Empire elements here, the Belton Stratford. You see how it's right across from the conservatory here. This is Lincoln Park West. Those are nice apartments there. Mona Me got bees right there. We walk by this all the time because it's near where I live. They restored this last year. They've worked on it several years after the pandemic. This is how you can get to the restaurant. And then they got it decorated so nice for the holidays here. There's the newly restored interior of the Belton Stratford here in Chicago. Thanks for tuning in here. Look at this. See, there's Mona Me got Bee, Bistro. And yeah, we streaming okay? Thanks for staying on here. Yeah, so you get the mirror there. I am. How you doing? Look at this lobby. And there's a great view on the roof. Someone offered me to get me on the roof here. I need to reach out to them because maybe we'll wait till spring or summer there. There's Mona Me got Bee, this great restaurant here. French bistro. And they got a nice bar here. Hey. Hey, look, there's the Statue of Liberty that was gifted to us by France. That's when it was still in France before they transported it. Isn't that amazing? The Statue of Liberty. They dismantled it and shipped it in pieces and reassembled it. The whole thing's made out of, it's hollow. It's made out of steel with like a structure on the inside. Just like the Eiffel Tower. This is kind of built at the same time. Yeah, thanks for checking it out there. Thanks everybody for sticking on. Have a great day. We'll probably see you tonight. We'll be on YouTube tonight. We'll stream a little bit tonight, probably from Lakeview. We'll just wait till it gets dark. I'm going to go back to work here. So have a great rest of your Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in there. See you, Lorraine, Mia, John James, Sharon, Alberto. And thanks for sticking up to me there. Yeah, we'll talk to you later there. Have a good night there. Yeah, I believe Jesus was a real person that exists in real life. I don't know if he's the Son of God. I'm kind of agnostic, but he had some wise teachings, and I'm not against religion. I respect other people's faiths. Please respect. We have freedom of religion in the United States, but we also have freedom from religion. I'm more in the camp of Ben Franklin and the deists. So I'm spiritual but non-religious. So thanks for tuning in there. Have a good day, everybody. We'll talk to you later from Chicago. Have a good day.